Hello, my name is Mild Rat, as most of you guys probably know, or none of you guys, because I really don't get that many views on my videos. I am doing this while playing the game, which is probably a horrible idea, but I've played a lot of asymmetrical horror games, and I've watched DBD content since the beta, and then I played DBD since the game released on Xbox. I did eventually quit DBD around 2021, mainly because of 6 words that the developer's behavior said in dev notes in a patch note in an update. The 6 words were, "We want survivors to have fun." Those 6 words, there was no mention of killer having fun. There's nothing about killer in that at all. It was just, we want survivors to have fun. And after I seen a video by another YouTuber who was going over the patch notes, and I seen that, I eventually just slowly stopped playing killer and switched to purely survivor. So I eventually stopped playing killer. Usually the way that I play DBD is I'm more of a 60-40 person. I play more killer than I do survivor, but as of recently it's been mainly just purely survivor. So I guess I should go over like the asymmetrical games that I've played. So I don't know if I'd call it an asymmetrical game, but I played Deceit, the first one. That's more of like a Among Us style game, I guess. I've played VHS, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, White Noise 2. I tried to play SCP Cater, but there was no players, so I couldn't even get a game. I don't even know why I bought the game. Nobody played it. It was a waste of money. So those are the ASM games that I've played. So I like to think that, I have some insight. I do have a pretty good amount of hours in DBD. I have about 600-700 on Steam, and then on Xbox I have about 500. Luckily, see, Backwater Swamp, this map is great. This loop is just straight horseshit. So, oh, this is gonna be like a jumbled cut mess, but whatever. What I'm pretty much trying to say, or not really complain about, is that if you think you should quit DBD now, and if you are a killer main, I would just do it. The only reason why I came back to DBD is because I moved from Xbox over to PC, and I care about progression a lot. So when DBD added cross progression, I believe it was last anniversary, or last May before the 9th anniversary, that's when I got DBD again and I started playing. And as you can see from the content on my channel, the majority of, oh shit, that scared the shit out of me. The majority of my content is from the 9th anniversary, besides in my Oni video, which I believe I have some stuff from the Halloween event. But I pretty much bulk record a bunch of content during the anniversary, and then I usually edit it throughout the year until the next anniversary, because that's what I literally did with the 9th anniversary. Pretty much all of my videos, there's content from the 9th anniversary in it. My issue with DBD, it really, there's a bunch of issues. I like Dead by Daylight as a game. The gameplay loop is fine. It's, it's simple, but, there's depth to it in a sense. My issue is with behavior, specifically. Everybody knows about the flashlight event when Matthew Kodak got insta-blind multiple times, and then flashlights got nerfed because he was playing Hag.
I know that guy is just gonna be trouble. The Dwight that was just. 게다가 이게.
I'll probably put a clip in right here after this for you. There's also the time when someone asked Matthew Kodak, like, you know, they were getting super stressed playing killer, and what should they do, and I'll put that clip in here as well for you.
Another question, playing killers was fun a long time ago, but now it's only stressful. But that's an opinion, a valid opinion, but that's an opinion. I used to love playing as a killer, win or lose, it was fun, but currently no matter what, it's just filled with stress and anger. Killers aren't feared anymore. Do you have any plans or ideas how you would like to improve the killer experience? Well, I would say maybe try Survivor for a bit. No, but it's true. I mean, change it up. Maybe you're just tired, you know, or play something else for a week. Try Civilization or something, just for a refreshing change. Balance is. I shouldn't be saying that. Should I be saying that? It's a good game. Just play that. No, Bjorn is telling me I shouldn't be saying that. Okay.
There's a good chance that if Carnival Hunt, we have Halloween coming out. Soul Genesis, we have more ASIMs coming out that I'm looking forward to. If any of those are like, I don't want to say if they're, I'm gonna play those pretty much. Like I don't want to say I'm gonna quit DBD because like I don't know if I will, but like the 10th anniversary just proves that even after all this time, they still want survivors to have fun. When they said that, that would have been... They said that in a patch note, and then I stopped playing... I didn't stop playing. I stopped playing in like 2020, 2021, but I stopped playing Killer after that because it was just too stressful and too annoying. So it would have been around like probably 2019 was when that patch happened. I've looked for those patch notes like for a couple of hours trying to find where they said that, and like I cannot find it, which sucks, which makes me feel like I'm like gaslighting myself. But I remember them like specifically saying that because that's why I quit in the first place. Like we won as a team because we had 3 escapes. That's another thing that I have an issue with DBD. DBD, in my mind, it's not a 4v1, it's more of a 1v1v1v1v1. Like, I'll just put up how many, it's just a, pretty much, it's 1v1, but for every person, in a sense, because, you know, as survivors, you don't win as a team, and at least from my knowledge, you don't. From what I understand about the MMR and how it works is if you escape through the exit gates, your MMR goes up, and I classify that as a win. So if you don't like that, then you know, fair enough. That's just my opinion. But like I do kind of miss the old pip system because at least like I liked having, you know, a visual rank to show. Like, you know, in a match, if I didn't, you know, unhook enough survivors or heal them or some shit, you know, that was my fault for, you know, not doing that. Or trying to race my teammates to a hooked survivor, you know, because I needed to pip. Like, even you could get sacrificed and die, but your win con wasn't escaping or dying, it was pipping. And like even as killer, you could have like 2 or 3 survivors escape and still pip, albeit at the lower ranks, because the higher rank you went up, the harder it was to pip. It's the Fortnite of asymmetrical games. I do not believe DBD would be where it's at today if DBD didn't have any of the licenses that it has now. DBD probably either would be dead or it would not have nearly as big of a player base as it has now. So that's why I call it, you know, the Fortnite of asymmetrical games, because Fortnite has like every collab you can imagine. And, you know, like at one point DBD did care, or not DBD, sorry. At one point Behavior did care, or at least they tried to care. Not really. I mean, I don't know, it's just hard to explain how I feel about this game. Because DBD is just, it's just Dead by Daylight. We just want survivors to have fun. The 10th anniversary proves that. The game has always been survivor-sided. Another thing that I wanted to mention was the fucking them taking the fucking anniversary cakes from common to very rare, and the anniversary items like the medkits, toolboxes, and flashlights from common to rare. Why? Like, this is your 10th anniversary. It's meant to be, you know, it's meant to celebrate the 10th anniversary of fucking your game. And like, why are you making the anniversary items harder to get? Like, I just seen that I think we broke our peak player count, like all time on Steam the other day. And it's just like, I don't know, Behavior just does a very good job at just shooting themselves in the foot or the head like they did Freddy. Also, another thing about the anniversary that I did not know, the anniversary event, I guess if you play Freddy and you have and you place your fake pallets down, if they get the anniversary power where it rebuilds the pallets and makes them unbreakable and, you know, shit, I guess your fake pallets as Freddy turns into real pallets and they're unbreakable, and then they get rebuilt after the anniversary part ends, which is really fucking stupid. So don't play Freddy during the 10th anniversary event if you're playing the anniversary event. Who wants to fucking go grab a plate and put it on a table like 4 fucking times? And it's just like the insta-healing your teammates off the ground and shit. The unbreakable pallets. I've never gotten that as Survivor. I've played multiple games as Survivor, and I've never gotten where we get the unbreakable pallets. I have as Killer, like every single time as Killer, pretty much. Because that's how I got my Dwight cosmetics, is because I had to play the event. And it's just like, so I'm just playing the normal, just 1v4. Like, the 10th anniversary stream was pretty entertaining. The new engine, or the new updated graphics looks pretty cool, I won't lie. I don't know, hopefully I'm still playing the game around then, but it just really depends. But during the 9th anniversary, I got Dwight to P100, because that's something that I wanted to do. This anniversary, I wanted to get Wraith to P100, because Wraith is my favorite killer out of the entire killer roster. I've played him since pretty much started playing the game, but I don't know if I'm even gonna force myself to play enough DBD to do that. See, that's another thing that bothers me about this game, is the win condition. In this case, I would have won still. If I won, if you win as a team, that would have been, you know, that's how it should be. The survivors win con shouldn't be if they escape specifically. It should be, you know, if the team escapes, because, you know, you're a fucking team, but you're not. You're not a team in you know, in DBD. This person won, this person won, this person won. I lost because I died. That's just how it goes. Now, granted, my opinions may be just straight dog shit, and you may not agree. And if you don't agree, that's fine too. These are just my opinions. These are just, you know, these are just things that I think and decided to post because the 10th anniversary was a huge disappointment. I was actually genuinely excited for it. And it was just a massive letdown. I mean, we got rid of the masquerade for this. Like, there's not even bonuses for either survivor or killer for me. And it's just like, it's just sad, man. I like the game, I just not a huge fan of the decisions the developers have made. And there's really nothing I can do about it. There's not a different game I can go play. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is pretty much dead. I didn't play Killer Clowns from Outer Space, just mainly because I wasn't too interested in that. Friday the 13th is dead. I mean, I could go play against bots, but I mean, that's boring. You know, VHS died as well. every ASIM game that comes out has its own problems. DBD does have its own problems, but I just feel like DBD just does a better job at, you know, dealing with those problems. It also does help that, like I said, DBD is the Fortnite of asymmetrical games. They have Stranger Things, Walking Dead, I mean hell, they have Nicolas Cage.
I don't want to hear another one of those ridiculous crows.
Thank you, Nick. So it's like, you know, and then like even if you go over to the killer side, you know, you have Leatherface, you have Michael Myers, you have Freddy Krueger, you have, you know, the Pig, you have Ghostface, Pyramid Head, you have Nemesis, you have Pinhead, which he is no longer available, so if you did not get him, that sucks. You have Wesker, Chucky, you have like Vecna from D&D, you have Alien, you have Dracula, you have Ghoul, you have Springtrap, but I'm using Glitch Trap cosmetic. And then you have the First, which is also Vecna, but from Stranger Things. And then you have, you know, Jason. I feel like DBD is where it's at because of the licenses that it has gotten its hands on. I've said this to my friend before, and I'll say it to anybody that wants to hear it. In my opinion, DBD does not do licenses of, you know, licensed killers justice at all. Look at Michael Myers. Me and my friend, we have a joke where we say, I'm the frickin' shape, man. We say it like Chucky because literally Michael is just first-person Chucky. Like, their powers are damn near identical, in my eyes, at least in my opinion. You know, and like, I liked Michael's power before, like, you know, granted, it wasn't much, and he was still an M1 killer, but it was better than what they did to him, in my opinion. I mean, it's not horrible, no, but it's disappointing. Like, anytime DBD gets a hold of a license, I feel like they just ruin it, in my opinion, especially mainly because, like, I grew up watching a lot of these, like, you know, horror icons like Freddy, you know, Michael Myers. I grew up watching Chucky as well. Like, you know, I didn't really watch Pinhead. I haven't seen any of the Alien movies. I still need to watch those. But it's just, I don't know. For me, it's just DBD's 10th anniversary is just a disappointment. The game, them still being like heavily survivor-sided with the event that just proves it. So what I'm just trying to say is, if you mainly play killer and, you know, you just, you know, are tired of the game, I feel like this is a wake-up call to quit the game. I had mine years ago. I came back to it only because of cross progression and just because I do like horror games, even though DBD is no longer a horror game in my opinion. But I came back to it because of cross progression, and I just love asymmetrical games. It's just something that I've always liked. I'm looking forward to, like I said, Carnival Hunt, Saw Genesis, and the Halloween game. I'm going to be playing all of those. I'm hoping to get into the closed beta for Saw Genesis, which is upcoming in July, which you can sign up for. But I just wanted to make a different type of video than I normally do, where I just talk about, you know, DBD and, you know, how I see it. And, you know, I seen that another YouTuber is going to be cutting back on his DVD content because of the 10th anniversary. Luckily for me, if I stop playing DVD, I can just stop uploading, because the only reason why I make videos and upload is because I do it for fun. So, you know, we just want survivors to have fun.